Okay, back again here, and we have another PSA order. This was I think 15 to 17 cards, and I used the regular service, which has been increased to $17 a card. I know my last order was pretty rough. I talked to PSA about it. I looked at the cards again. There were some minor problems with them. Um, they said that I could send in 3 of the cards for a review, and they would see if there was a mistake or not. So they're going to take a look at them again. That's the first order I've ever complained about. I've probably sent in 50 PSA orders in my life. It's the first one I've ever had a problem with. But this was some cool stuff. When you send in a PSA order, you don't ever want to see this. Now this means your card was either tampered with or does not meet the minimum size 0, which the card has with PSA. The card has to be a certain size the way it was cut at the factory, or they won't grade it, which is kind of odd to me. I don't think Beckett does that, but that's just the way PSA does it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I asked them to ship back my top loaders, and they did. I also asked for the Mylar sleeves, which are the internal sleeves. A lot of people don't like to use PSA because they don't have the internal sleeve like Beckett. But this is a note I wrote him. Kind of weird, but that was cool of them. So I got these back. I mean, these aren't the cheapest thing to buy. I think you can get 200 for about 20 bucks. So if they can send them back, it'd be nice to reuse them every time. What should we start with? I guess we'll start with this card. Let's see what didn't get graded and why. Okay. This is a 2007, sorry, I can't talk. Playoff contenders, Peterson. I'm not going to pull it out, but it looks like it's the minimum size 0, which I said that happens a lot with PSA cards, but this could be a candidate for Beckett. So, one card will not be slabbed from this order. Let's see how many cards I had in this submission before we get going. Okay, this was a small order. Looks like 13. So we'll start with the left. I pulled this card. That's nice. I actually pulled this card from my. I bought 6 boxes of 2012 Bowman Jumbo, and I pulled this and a Darvish, which you'll see coming up out of that. The Darvish I noticed was a little off center, so that might not be 10. But this card looked flawless, and it came back with that 10. So if you look closely too, you can see the Mylar sleeve. So if you guys send with PSA and you want the Mylar sleeves, just include a little note like that. Tape it on the front of your order sheet, and they should take care of you, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little perk. This is a Peyton Manning. This is 1998, and this is a really rare card for the time, the era. Mint 9, and this is the Rose Zero. These were tough to pull back in the day, and the design on these is incredible in my opinion. There's another picture of Peyton in the background, and there's only 250 of these. And for 1998 cards, that's very scarce, so that's a really nice Peyton. That's a nice card. Andrew Luck Prism. And the only downside of this card, it looks really nice. The only problem is the sticker. That doesn't bother a lot of people. Some people it really does bother. It's a preference thing, I guess. But this was a PSA 10, and I wasn't sure I was going to get a 10, because the thing with these Prism cards is sometimes there's little dimples on the surface, which can really detract from the overall grade. But this is the refractor, or the Prism, that's what they call it, out of 99. So that's a nice look. 7 here. Huh. Must have like a small edge crease or something going on with this one. Robert Griffin Contenders. This is not the variation. This is the, I don't know what you'd call it, the base auto. But there's only 238 of this, so it's very rare as well. I'll have to take a look at this one again and see what I missed when I submitted this one, but not bad. You win some, you lose some with this. Okay, this one got a 10, so that's awesome. This set's actually really easy to grade. I mean, if you guys ever buy boxes of this stuff and you want to send it in, this set's very simple. I mean, this whole side, you can't really chip it because it's already white, and then this side, just make sure it looks pretty clean. It usually does, so that's a nice rubber. And this is the base. The base shows the college information and stuff right here. I have a variation in this order that I'll show too. Okay, that's about what I expected out of this. This is a Breeze SPX 2001, and this they did something kind of cool this in 2001 with SPX. They have a gold version, which is this one, and they have a blue, and they're both out of 250. So that's a cool concept. They only did it that one year in 2001, and this got an 8.5, which that's fine with me. Looks like the top, if it can zoom in, there's a little white right there. There's some, not a perfect card, but still a nice looking one. So that's a nice Breeze. Let's go with a Robert Griffin. This is the variation, and this one came back with a solid 9. Lately, I've been seeing on the message boards, people have been talking about these cards being counterfeited, or either that or Panini's producing more than this said printed run. That's why people want these numbered. They say there's 50 of these, but the way they've been graded and slabbed, and it just seems like there's more, and that's caused the price decrease in this card. Still a nice card, though. I'm going to dig to the bottom. The hockey card. I actually pulled this myself. This is a Dougie Hamilton. I pulled it out of a box of SPX, and this is an Ice Premier. And it's tough to get the ones that are out of 99, but I actually was lucky enough to hit one of these, and it's a nice card. Probably close to a $200 card, probably 150 maybe. I don't know, it just depends. But that's a nice Dougie. Solid with the luck here. This has been a really good order, so making a nice comeback after that last order. This isn't the Prism version. Doesn't have that refractor glow to it. This is out of 250 and got a 9, so it's a nice luck. 250 on the back there. And then this Darvish, I'm gonna guess it gets an 8.5, but this was in the same box as the Oscar, so I pulled both of those in the same box. 9. It's a little off-centered here. See how that side's a little fatter? I mean, you can see this stuff pretty obviously sometimes when you pull them from your pack, but that's a nice box I got there. I pulled the Oscar and the Darvish in the same box. I didn't film that break, but it's probably the best box I've ever had. And this is the blue version of Darvish. This is a 12 chrome out of 250, so that's a nice Darvish. I haven't looked up what this card goes for, but I think it's a pretty valuable card of Darvish. So we got 2 variation Robert Griffins left. We'll go with the right one. That's nice. A nice solid 10. Try to get a close-up on these cards. And still, you're not going to be able to see as clearly as I can, obviously, because it's on camera, but this one's flawless. And a solid 9 to wrap it up. That was a great order. It really made a nice comeback. So, finishing up solid. That was a Robert Griffin dominated batch there. I think he's primed for a good year. I'll probably keep some of these for PC. I might unload some during the season, but that was a nice round of mail. And something I like to do when I do a PSA order is take a look back at the invoice sheet and see how much I paid for the order, and then see if I think I gained that much value. It's kind of hard to know exactly, but it's a nice meter to know how well you're doing on your orders. So I mean, it's not cheap to do this. Yeah, 235. Can you guys see that? 235 or 250? No, 255. So I mean that's not cheap. But I think the way that order unfolded, I think I definitely increased my cards by $250. I mean, some of those are really valuable cards, and getting them into 10 form adds a lot to the value. So, plus, you get them protected better in the slab and the Mylar sleeve. So, successful order, guys, and I'm looking forward to putting out some videos on specific parts of the hobby. I might do a PSA or Beckett video. Why would you grade with one or the other? But stuff like that to keep the channel fresh. Thanks a lot.